Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. Today's video is going to be more of an in-depth review of the new Celine Camille bag, which I just revealed to you last week. I've had the bag for a few weeks now though, because I was able to buy it before the official launch date, and I have used it during the weekend and I really like it a lot. So I'm very excited to show you a little bit more features of the bag as well as what fits. I also had someone suggest that I compare the bag to the Celine AVA, which was a really great idea. So thank you for that suggestion. So I will definitely be comparing the two today as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here is the Celine Camille bag, and I did get this in black. It is in smooth calfskin. There is a larger version. I unfortunately don't have any photos of the larger version because when I bought this, they only had one in stock, and it was kind of this weird, not weird I should say, but kind of a very pastel yellow color, and I kind of knew right away that color was not going to work for me. I could just tell right away it was going to be too big on me, and so I didn't even bother trying it on. So in hindsight, I should have at least tried it on and taken some photos for you guys, but when I just saw it initially, I just wasn't interested at all. But the Celine store I went to had this in white, tan, and black, and the white was absolutely stunning. It wasn't like a bright white, it was a little bit more of like an ivory / off-white, and I do have photos of that in my last video, so go back and check that out. And I was really close to actually buying the brown version of the bag, but I ended up just going with black because I think I knew in my heart of hearts I was definitely going to get the most wear out of the black one, and I think there's just something really elegant about this black and gold hardware combination. And like I said in my last video, I really actually envision wearing this bag for a really long time. There's something that I feel is very timeless about this style, and I felt that way more so about the black than the tan version. So I will list the dimensions of this on the screen for you. And this bag does come with two straps. So it has the shorter strap right now, and here is the longer strap right here. The longer strap is adjustable, as you can see. The smaller strap is not adjustable. And so let me show you guys the hardware a little bit up close. It is already kind of smudged because I did take off the protective stickers, and it's a turn lock. So you just turn it like that and then flip this part open right here, and you can see the hardware. It definitely has some smudges. I don't think there's any scratches on it yet, but that is something to keep in mind. I do foresee that there will be scratches on this eventually, and the hardware is really nice. So I'm just gonna quickly take this off so you guys can see in more detail. There are two D-rings on either side. There's a smaller D-ring and a larger D-ring, and the smaller one does say Celine Paris, so it's probably not gonna focus, but that part says Celine very faintly right there, and then on the other side it does say Paris right there, and that is the same on both sides. The larger D-ring does not have any sort of embossment. The bottom looks like this, totally smooth calfskin. There are no feet, and it's very slim silhouette. On the back, it looks like this, and this is the other side of the strap that holds the bag securely. And let's open this up. So on the inside, it is black leather. It's not suede lined, it's leather lined, and there is a zip pocket back here that's in gold. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it's a little hard to tell. I just opened it, but there is on one side of the zipper pull, it does say Celine. It's probably not going to show up on camera, but I can see in very small letters on one side of the zipper pull, it does say Celine Paris. On the other side, it is blank. And then I have the little care booklet in there. So if you wanted to keep anything a little bit more secure, you definitely have the ability to do that with the zip pocket in the back. Other than that, it's just one compartment. There's no other bells and whistles. And then one really important thing to note is right here, it is embossed in very tiny letters. It says Made in Italy. And let's take a closer look at the actual turn lock. So that says Celine Paris right there, but there's no other embossments or embellishments or anything like that. So what I really like about this actually is just the very minimal branding. It's kind of like if you know, you know. I do love the fact that it has the strap versatility as well. And I have worn it both ways pretty much equally so far, I'd say. I love the crossbody function because I feel like it is a little bit more casual. It's a little bit more carefree, but I also think the way it looks on the shoulder with the short strap is very elegant, and that would be really nice if you're going out to dinner or something like that. And let me show you the hardware details here. So these swivel around, which is really nice and comfortable. And it does say Celine Paris right there. Again, no idea if this will focus, so I will insert pictures. And this is also in smooth calfskin. The stitching is absolutely perfect. No issues with the glazing on either side of the strap. And it does say Celine Paris on this side as well. And this little thing does swivel around fully. Same thing with the longer strap. The only difference is that it does have the adjustable features right here, but the stitching is perfect, the glazing looks great, and the adjustable strap does have 2 loops to keep the strap in place, which is always a really good feature. I really like it when bags have that. What's interesting about this one is one of the loops does say Celine, the other does not. So just keep that in mind. And then the hardware is exactly the same. It's in this gold hardware with Celine embossed right here at the very bottom, and this part swivels around, and same thing for this side too. I have my medium AVA bag, so let me show you guys side by side the bags really quickly. Here's the Celine Camille in the small. This is the AVA bag in the medium size. If you're new to my channel, I picked this up in Japan a couple years ago. I got it pre-loved, so I got a really, really good deal on it. And this has definitely been one of my favorite bags since I got it. What I like about this bag, similarly to the Camille, is the versatility of the strap. So right now I have it on the longest setting, but the strap is held together with these 2 snap buttons. And then if you just take it off, you can actually shorten the strap by snapping it on here on this side. And like magic, it actually becomes shorter. So I really like the versatility. This strap is a little bit thicker than this strap. So you can see that this one is a little bit more daintier, a little bit thinner. This one is a little bit thicker and I think a little bit more casual. It does have the contrast stitching. So the stitching is white on this versus stitching on this is black. And I do really like the way it looks over the shoulder. Personally, I think that this is a slightly more of a casual bag, just in terms of the style and the thicker strap. I also really prefer to wear it on the longer setting, so I'm just gonna switch that up one more time. So the reason why I actually was really drawn to the tan version of the Celine Camille was because the straps are completely interchangeable, because you could remove the strap right here. I tried on this bag in the store with the matching strap, so pretend this was actually the same color. So the sales associate did this, and I tried this on, and I wore this bag crossbody. This does not look good, but just imagine having a thin, long crossbody strap with the AVA bag and wearing it crossbody. It looked so, so cute. And I think that's why when I was in the store, I was there for like 30 minutes, just completely indecisive and thinking like, oh my gosh, should I get the brown one? Like the brown one is so cute. And I could like have 4 different straps, because then you could also put this on this bag and it's gonna look weird, but just imagine that these are the same color. It just changes the vibe up, right? Because the hardware on this one is a little bit chunkier, it's a little bit bigger, the strap is a little bit bigger as well. Again, I know I would not wear it this way. I don't really like the way that this looks in particular, but imagine if you had this in the tan color and you also had the medium AVA bag like this. You could change up the straps, change up the look of the bag, and I just really like that kind of versatility, especially because, you know, designer bags are so expensive. If we can get some versatility out of these bags and wear them in different ways, like it just makes you feel like you're getting a little bit more of your money's worth, if that makes sense. So when I was in the store a couple weeks ago, I was so close to getting this bag in this color because of the strap versatility. But like I said earlier, I just really love the way that this looks in black. I actually really like the white too, to be honest. I think the white was really, really lovely. I just knew that out of all 3 colors, black was probably the one that I was gonna get the most use out of. So I'm very, very happy that I went with black. The other similarity I have to say about this is that they are made of the same material. These are both smooth calfskin. I feel like this one, and again, I don't know, while this one doesn't have feet, it does have this kind of reinforced bottom. So there is a strap that goes all the way this way, as well as this right here. And I think that just kind of helps to keep the structure of the bag intact. This one I think is so thin, it doesn't really need that reinforced base at all. Like I don't really think this bag is gonna get misshapen or anything like that. And they are both made out of smooth calfskin, like I said. So I do think that over time they will get scratches, but I also think this particular type of smooth calfskin can kind of patina in a nice way, can kind of absorb those scratches, especially if they're lighter scratches. And I think it will just kind of build character over time. I'm trying to actually see if there's any scratches on here. I don't think so. This one looks pretty good. I feel like there's maybe some like very light scratches on the back, Like, do you see that one right there? That's like a very light scratch, but I wonder if I could probably just like buff it out. The other thing you should know is that this one has a complete zippered closure. So let me just open it for you guys so you guys can see. Here is the inside, and this one is suede lined on the inside, and it does have a back pocket, but the back pocket is not a zippered pocket. It's just a flat pocket, if that makes sense. The rest of the bag is one compartment right here, and this is what they look like from side to side. So this one's a little bit wider at the bottom, but the Camille bag is taller. So let me quickly show you guys what fits. If you are a returning viewer to my channel, you know that I am a long wallet girly. And so it does fit my long wallet, and it looks like that. There's still, I would say, at least half of the bag is open for adding some more things. So here are my keys. I'm gonna take my earphones right here. I have a lipstick. I have some hand sanitizer. And let's see if that closes. And that closes right there, but it does bulge out slightly, but the way that it has that little dip in it, I think it looks really nice. So I actually think this bag looks really good with stuff in it. So let me just add the shorter strap really quickly. So do you see this like little dip right here? I don't think it's enough to call it a slouch, so I'm just gonna call it a dip for now. When you have items in the bag, it creates this little dip, which I just think is so cute. So that's the way it looks, and it's not heavy, even though it's a full leather bag on the inside and outside. Because it's not a huge bag, it's not very heavy at all, and it fits very comfortably over your shoulder like that. Someone asked about the security of this bag. So you can see right now with the smaller items on top that it's probably not the most secure if you were to like throw it upside down. So let's see, if I throw stuff upside down, oh, actually right now nothing's falling out, which is like kind of nice. So right now it looks like the strap is doing a good job of keeping the hand sanitizer in place, and I bet the lipstick is like kind of too far down to kind of come out of it. But I would still use caution, because if you do have smaller items and the bag gets like tossed upside down, it is possible that things could fall out. So definitely keep that in mind. If you, like most people, are also a card holder person, because I understand I'm kind of in the minority with my long wallet, most people just carry a card holder. So let's see how much more room you have to play with if you're just using a card holder. So I'm taking my long wallet out. Here is my Saint Laurent card holder right here. And as you can see, it is very slim. So that goes in right there, and you have a ton of extra space. So let's put my keys back here, and I'm just kind of propping them up vertically so that there's just a little bit more room. Here's a lipstick. Here's hand sanitizer. Here is a compact. Oh, here's actually my mini pochette. So the mini pochette, I think, will fit as well. Earpods right here, and that will still close. So one thing you should keep in mind is that while the sides do come up a little bit, you can fit a few things on the sides here, but because of the nature of the way that this bag is designed with the little closure going down very slightly, that will eliminate a little bit of space. So for example, if the bag completely went up to here, very flush, you'd be able to fit a little bit more items, but I actually really like the way that they designed this, just because I think aesthetically it looks really, really nice. There's something about the silhouette that's very feminine, and I don't know, I just really, really like it. So this is what it looks like from the top view, and my earpods might fall out actually. So let's see if okay, yep, they totally just fell out. So that's what I mean. You do need to be slightly careful about smaller things, but I think for the most part, we're not throwing our bags around upside down, so hopefully that shouldn't be an issue for you. And yeah, you can definitely fit a lot more if you're not carrying a full-size wallet, but at the same time, it's nice to know that this can fit a full-size wallet if you didn't feel like you wanted to downsize. So again, here is the AVA bag in the medium size, and it does have the zipper closures. After you zip it up and you go like this, and you know nothing is gonna fall out. Let's open this up. And so this actually does fit my full-size wallet. So here's my full-size wallet again. And it fits completely inside, and you can zip it up. But it does have like a little bit of a bulge like right there. And truthfully, I have never used this bag with my full wallet because it basically takes up the entire space, and I'm not really going to be able to fit much else. So let's move that to the side, and I'll show you. Here is my card holder. Here are my keys. And here's a hand sanitizer, which I'm going to put in the corner because it'll fit better in the corner there. Here's a lipstick. I probably would not put my mini pochette in here because it's kind of similar with the long wallet. Like I could fit my mini pochette, but then I'd have to kind of take other things out. But there is still plenty of space for smaller items. Here are my earbuds right here. Not going to be able to fit my mini pochette, but I could take certain items out. So what else do I have in here? I have earplugs. I could definitely fit a handkerchief or a pack of tissues. I have Advil, and I'm going to put that on the side. And I have a compact mirror as well as a hair tie. And what else? Do I have floss? I have a little thing of floss right here and a little miniature pen. So it really just depends on how you utilize the space. All that zips up and go like this, totally secure. Now, the one thing you do need to keep in mind with the AVA is that things might bulge out depending on what you have. So there's like a little bit of a bump here. The back looks pretty good. There's a little bump there. So you don't want to overstuff this bag too much, otherwise it could get lumpy. At least you know you have the capacity to fit all those smaller things as well. Here are the bags again side by side so you guys can get a little better view. Again, this one is taller, but it is a little bit slimmer on the side profile. You can see that the bottom base of the AVA bag is a little bit wider, but here's what they look like on either side of me. And I'll do mod shots with both so you guys can get a better view of these two bags on my frame. Is there one I like more than the other? Now, that is a very good question. I kind of feel like this bag is, I don't know if it's because it's like brand new and it's kind of like this shiny new toy that I have. I really love the classic and timeless silhouette of this bag. And I love the fact that it has strap versatility. I love the fact that I can wear it crossbody. I also love the fact that I can wear it on the shoulder as well. This is a bag that I definitely see myself wearing for many, many years and like decades down the line. This bag I love, but I do think it's a little bit more of a youthful look. This is the kind of silhouette and style that I'm probably not going to wear into my 60s and 70s. That being said, that's not necessarily a metric for buying all my bags. I have a lot of bags that I just love right now and I love for my current decade. I also know that down the line in maybe 10, 20 years, this bag might not fit my lifestyle anymore, and that's totally fine. So I'm not saying that's a metric or that's like the only reason why I would ever buy an expensive bag. Clearly that's not the case. I have really loved using this bag a lot. I really love the youthful and casual vibe of this. I really think that Celine does this gold, brown, tan, whatever you want to call it, color very, very well. It's just such a beautiful medium brown color, and I think it's a great neutral. However, in my heart of hearts, I've always been gravitating more towards black handbags. So I like the fact that I have a casual brown bag to use, but I know from my personal wardrobe, my personal lifestyle, my personal aesthetic, I usually gravitate more towards black bags. That being said, I love the fact that I have both of these. Like, for example, both of these look great with the sweater that I'm wearing now. You could wear this with a camel color coat, camel color sweater, anything like that. You could also wear this with this sweater as well, and I think it still looks great. Both are very wonderful neutrals. This one has chunkier hardware and a zipper closure. This one has a turn lock closure and slightly daintier hardware. They're both made out of smooth calfskin. This one, like I said, has more of a reinforced base right here that kind of keeps the structure of the bag. This one is just smooth at the bottom and there's no feet or extra reinforcements or anything like that. I think they're both going to be bags that wear very well over time, and even, you know, little scratches here and there are just going to add to the character of the bag overall. And here's the back side again. I think this one can probably fit slightly more, but again, it really depends on what your everyday carry is going to be. If you're not carrying a long wallet, you can definitely fit a lot of smaller items in here. Because this one's not as tall and it's a little bit wider, one thing about this one is I do think because of the zipper closure, you can really open it wide and really fill the nooks and crannies and like find what you're looking for a little bit more easily. Whereas this one, because it's a little bit taller, it's a little bit deeper, and because it's black on the inside, it does have a pretty good opening. If there are things on the bottom and you have a lot in there, you might be rummaging around a little bit more. Also, I wanted to show you with my long wallet that it does go all the way up to the top like that if you wanted to put it vertically, but it looks a little bit weird because that part sneaks out a tiny, tiny bit. So I would always just put my long wallet on the bottom and then put other things on top of it. So that is about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the slightly more in-depth review of this, as well as what fits and the comparison to the medium AVA bag. Let me know if there's anything I missed or if you guys have more questions about something, and I will do my best to respond in the comments. If you found this video useful, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you would also subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world to me. And with that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.